Hello everyone, welcome. So this is a restorative yoga class for equestrians, and I would suggest this is a great class to do perhaps at home, or also if you find yourself at a competition or a show and you have a few minutes to kind of kill some time perhaps between your competition schedule. It's a great way to just find your way back into your body, really feel a sense of calm and rest, and to rejuvenate your entire system. So all you need for this class is something like a blanket or a pillow. However, you can definitely do it without any props. So we're gonna go ahead and start off in our first pose, which is child's pose. For this child's pose, for this version, we're gonna bring our knees nice and wide, so outside of your hips. Go ahead and bring your toes close to each other. They don't need to touch. Sit your hips back onto your heels, and then gather up a big cozy blanket. You can use even like a big old stack of pillows here. You're gonna put it between your knees and then just come on down. And if you have a big cozy bolster, you can even hug that. As you see, I don't have a super huge blanket, so you can also just come right on down, forehead to the floor. And we're gonna hold this for about a minute, focusing on your exhales. So go ahead, come right out into it. You can walk your hands out long, let the forehead rest. Once you're there, just taking long exhales. If it feels good to let the hips rock side to side or have any motion in the beginning, you can, and then you really want to settle into stillness in the body. Long exhales here, and just let yourself drape and relax. Staying in the pose, I'm just going to be talking you through. So you want to really think about in these yin or restorative postures that you're setting up your skeleton, so you're just letting your bones land in place and picturing that the muscles and all of the tissue around them, around the bones, are really just draping and softening. So you don't want to feel like you're having to hold yourself in the posture with your muscles. You're really just resting and relaxing into it. Go ahead and take about 3 to 5 more long, slow breaths. Just enjoying this sense of peace. Maybe you can hear the sounds around you or the birds from where I'm at. Maybe opening your mouth as you exhale. One more breath. So we're going to slowly transition in between all of our postures today. We will be taking a rest pose, also known as Shavasana. So just go ahead and flip yourself over. You can lay out your blanket or not, and just quickly come onto your back and take a nice neutral spine for about 5 breaths here. Just relaxing your weight down to the ground. Let your toes flop and just resetting here. Softening in your jaw and softening around your eyes. Let your belly rise and fall. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a long exhale. Moving very slowly. You can even stay laying down as I demonstrate our next posture, or you can move with me. You're going to go ahead and find yourself seated, sitting upright, and we're going to bring the legs out into a V shape. From here, bringing your stack of pillows or blankets just in front of you, and you'll flex the toes and then just rest on down. So this is our posture. We'll be here for about 2 minutes. Make sure to check out our article on the FEI website for more photos, and if you prefer a written description of the exercises, and you'll see Mari, the other half of Mind Body Vault, demonstrating a few of these exercises as well from home. So while you're here, setting yourself up again with that idea that you shouldn't be holding on. So even as I'm doing it, I would actually encourage you to really just rest and fold. And your pillow stack can be as high as it needs to be so that you can really just relax. And there's no need to strain and say that you need to be like more flexible or further down and like really tense. That actually doesn't support the parasympathetic mode, that rest state that we're trying to really tap into here. So really backing out off of the stretch and just focusing on long exhales and enjoying this time to rest. About 5 more long breaths wherever you are. Finishing with 1 more really good inhale and exhale. And then once again, flipping on over, just coming into your Shavasana corpse pose. So just coming straight into it, into that neutral spine, allowing for the healing, and just rest here. Reset. Right. Our next posture is going to be a twist. So go ahead and take that prop, your pillow or bolster, whatever you have, and place it on your left side. Just place it right about hip height between your hip and your knee, depending on how long your prop is. You can adjust once you're in and see what we're doing. Right knee will bend, and then you're going to take that shin and knee and just go ahead and place it, let it land on your prop. Once again, it can be stacked very high. You want to be comfortable, and then go ahead and reach your right arm away into a twist. Your left arm can rest softly on your leg, or it can also be outstretched. You want to make sure that you don't feel any pain and not really any sense of strain either in the back. Really looking for this sense of surrender. If you find that it's uncomfortable, you may want to bring that knee further away from your face, bending it a little bit less in the hip here. It might be a little bit more intense in your lumbar spine, your lower back, if that knee is really high up. So just gently finding a few more breaths in a nice, easy twist. See if for the next 5 breaths you can notice the sense of calm, the energetics that this pose has on your nervous system. See if you can just follow that thread of relaxation throughout the body. Little sips of air in, really long, luxurious breaths out. Take 2 more breaths here on this side. If it feels good, you can finish with a sigh, breathing in through the nose. And open the mouth. Moving nice and gently, taking about 5 breaths in between. Reset, neutral spine. Noticing the effects of that posture. Where do you feel it on one side and perhaps not yet on the other? Feel your head resting, feel your legs long. When you're ready, take your prop. You can stay as you are, or you can flip yourself around. So now the prop is on your right side. You'll hug the left knee in and then just let it land on that pillow, blanket, or bolster. Left knee means look off to the left, right hand resting wherever you'd like. And if that leg wants to kind of move into a more comfortable position, just let it land and do so. Your only task here is to soften and breathe. Starting to feel where the breath moves through the body. Perhaps you feel yourself breathing into that left side, into the lung directly, or you can visualize the breath filling up your whole system here, restoring you, nourishing you, and really surrendering into peace. Allowing the jaw to soften, allowing the whole face, the eyebrows, the forehead, releasing tension throughout the body. Let the chest melt, let the belly be soft and light. When you're ready, coming on out, really moving slow. You can let the feet land with the knees bent if that feels better for your neutral spine, or taking yourself into a flat back with the legs extended long. It may feel better in your restorative poses, in your restorative shavasana, to place your prop underneath your knees. And we'll have two options for our final rest. You can stay here. Again, you can stack a few pillows underneath the knees. Might feel really nice. You can also stack your pillows underneath the hips or the heart. So if you're tight in your hips, go ahead and place your prop underneath the pelvis so as to let the front of the legs and hip flexors lengthen. It may also feel good to place it underneath the shoulder blades and surrender here. So taking a nice opening through the heart, through the front of the body. Let the arms just land by your side comfortably or outstretched. Surrendering open here. Slowly go ahead and remove your prop. Place it off to the side. Take a few breaths on your back. And we always finish our yoga class with a final rest. So you can stay here, or you can come into your legs up the wall pose, which I will demonstrate. If you don't have access to a wall, simply bring your knees in. And if it feels good, straighten the legs softly. They don't need to be totally straight. The concept is just to get your feet up over your head and allow that downward flow. So for some of you, it may feel good to use your hands to hold the legs in place. For some, you may just let them stay up there. And I highly suggest, if you do have a wall, taking yourself up. You can take your left shoulder to the wall so it's touching. You'll lay down onto your right side and then go ahead and turn up, letting the legs rest. Scoot yourself in as necessary if you want to get closer up to the wall, and rest and recover here. actually welcome to stay in this pose. You can be here for 5, even 10 minutes. So feel free to pause the video now if you know you have that extra time and you'd like to take this last pose, this final posture, for a longer amount of time. If you know you're ready to move, then go ahead and just wiggle through the wrists and fingers and the toes. Bend the knees in if you're using a wall. And then everyone rolling over onto one side, taking a few breaths there. And then you'll slowly find your way up to a seated position. It might feel comfortable to sit up on that prop. And just take a moment to feel any shifts. Our wish for you is that this helps bring you a sense of peace and calm. Working with horses, I know that it's certainly not always peaceful and calm. However, they do provide us with so much good. So letting this time restore you so you can be your best self as an equestrian, as a rider of any discipline. We would love for you to check out our other videos. Everything that we've done with FEI is to be found in the health and fitness section of their website. And definitely, we always appreciate when you like and share and comment and get the word out about all that we do at Mind Body Vault. So thank you for joining this class today. Please take your time to perhaps meditate or reflect on your practice, and you can come back and repeat this video as many times as you like. Thank you, everyone.